Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff, Senior Hef, El Jefe, Heffalump, whatever you want to call me. I'm fine with it all. And today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is a deck that comes from my boy, Devon Profit, who has been probably the biggest supporter of this channel, and it's been awesome. He's the first guy that's on the comments pretty much every day and has been supporting me. He sent me a deck list, and this is an epic deck list, so it's really, really fun. I've been it's been really competitive so far. I think I've lost one game with it so far in the deck testing. I did change up one thing though, so if you guys want to check out his deck list, it's in the description down below. I'm actually linking it over to his rather than mine, and pretty awesome stuff. I did change out one card, which is Scape Shift, because it's so awesome with that Yova that I had to include it. But what we're trying to do with this deck, we're milling out opponents with land. So Psychic Corrosion, whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top two cards of the library into the graveyard. So we're just trying to draw lots of cards with lands with this deck. We don't have the Gates synergy. I think that I might eventually rebuild this with a Gate synergy as well, because it's super fun. Yovas can be kind of like an extra copies of Guild Summit when you're playing Gates. So pretty fun stuff there. But what we're trying to do with this deck is just get Psychic Corrosion down, draw a bunch of cards, mill opponent out. The other side of this deck as well is we just have big stuff that does do really well with lands. Multani is big. We have Wayward Swordtooth that can come down early, then be really big. Hydrocrasis with a lot of lands gets really big. So that's what we're trying to do with this deck. We have Sinks of Foresight to make sure we set up our draws. We have River's Rebuke to kind of hit them at turn 6, which is really, really good for us against aggro matchups. A lot of time just ends the game because we have enough big creatures that they can't come back from a big mill on turn 6. We have to survive to that point though. So what we have for early turn surviving, Thought Collapse, which is good, Growth Spiral to make sure we're ramping up a little bit quicker, Exclusion Mage to make sure that we are bouncing some stuff back, tempoing them out a little bit. We just want to bounce something, trade off. That's pretty much what we want to do with Exclusion Mage, and that's pretty much the deck. So let's get into the gameplay. Oh, also I do have a new mic, so if you guys like the mic, the sound, everything like that, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of it. I'm always trying to improve the channel, and with that as well, I'm also wanting to start doing Twitch again. Before I just didn't have the right setup. I was trying to record and do Twitch at the same time, and now finally, because of Fusion Gaming, which is my sponsor for today's video, they've been with my partnership with them, I finally am able to go full-time YouTube, or it's still a little bit risky right now. It's scary. So if you guys want to support me, Patreon is also nice, but I'm wanting to do my own stuff. And so Twitch is what I'm going to be trying to do as well, to try to just grow me as a channel, doing more stuff for you guys as well. And so I'm going to be doing that here soon. I'm going to do it from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Right now is my plan, Mountain Standard Time. It's not fully planned out yet. I'm going to be doing an actual schedule post onto the YouTube community, a couple of places, but if you guys want to go ahead and follow me now so you know when I'm going up there, it's down in the description below. And let's get into this gameplay. Here we go. Wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, up against Kamikaze 1, against Kamikaze Jeff. So not Kamikaze, but Komokaze. Yeah, that's right. All right, we have Growth Spiral, we keep it. I think it's one of our best possible things we can have in an opening hand. Not a lot of lands. Breeding Pool tap, pass the turn. We have Psychic Corrosion, so a lot of pieces to this puzzle we have got. All right, so Island, pass the turn. We're going to Growth Spiral, and I think we just get down Psychic Corrosion quickly. We're just going to Growth Spiral now. Get down a Forest. That's my turn. Play Psychic Corrosion. Don't get any value out of playing the Wayward Swordtooth there, so that's fine. Reliquary Tower, pass the turn. The opponent just scoops it up. Well, we will take the scoop. We did get like the perfect opening hand, which opponent didn't know what else was coming there, but probably just didn't have lands or didn't have a quick enough hand there for that, so we'll take it. All right, here we are against Mr. Siffy. Bring it on, Mr. Siffy. And we're playing our Simic land mill deck, and we have double Evolving Wilds. We're gonna keep this, hopefully draw into our third land. I'm gonna go ahead and crack this now, just because I can. Grab the island, pass the turn. Plays a forest. Well, there's the forest. Well, we will Evolving Wilds again. Pass the turn this time. Okay, Rootbound Craig. Druid of the Cowls. Evolving Wilds for another Island. Alright, we're just going to Thought Collapse here. Play the forest, pass the turn. Thought Collapse is pretty good. We get to bounce back an elf next turn as well, possibly. Okay, Ranging Raptors. Mill some really good dinos. Why don't you? Alright, so looks like it is Dino Tribal. Enter the Unknown, another elf. Well, Breeding Pool can come in tapped. We don't have extra land, so that's useless at the moment. Exclusion Mage bounces that back. They get to play both of them on this next turn, but they don't get the land from it, so... Okay, Beast Whisper. Thought Collapse isn't bad. We're just going to pass the turn. See if they play anything bigger. Ranging Raptors, they get a draw. Let's go ahead and Thought Collapse that. I mean, they still have lands. I'm just trying to mill some other stuff that they might have drawn into. So when we got some good stuff. This is Elf deck. I don't know why they're playing Ranging Raptors in this deck. That's a really funky line. All right, swings in for 2. That's fine. We can take 2. Well, no more lands. All right, Wayward Sawtooth. Play it. Pass the turn. No attacks. Eventually, that'll be a really good blocker. Eventually, River's Rebuke is what's going to win us this game. They're going to overcommit to the board. River's Rebuke will put everything back to their hand. We get to swing in for lots of damage. Hopefully we draw into another one to finish out the game. That's what I think our best line here is, besides going for the mill plan, because they do kind of mill themselves out a lot with this deck as well. All right, so Growth Spiral main phase, we're looking for land. All right, play the Evolving Wilds. And... we're going to go ahead and crack it now. Might as well. Grab a... what do we want this time? I guess just a forest. Why not? Alright, no attacks. Pass the turn. And, I mean... River's Rebuke can slow them down enough that they will draw enough cards. Hopefully we can just mill them out. We have not found any of our mill pieces, though. Ranging Raptors, yep. I mean, we have Thought Collapsed a few times, which is good. Beast Whisperer number 2. We got rid of their Vanquisher's Banner, which is amazing. So that means that they can't pump it. Man. Do we hold up Thought Collapse here? If it hits a Vanquisher's Banner, it's good. I think that we play Tatyova as another blocker. No attacks, pass the turn. Gets closer towards Wayward Sawtooth. Beast Whisperer again. This actually, again, with the amount of draws that they get from this, is not terrible for us. Eldritch Clan Caller is bad. That's very bad. We have to hit land. Another Clan Caller. Yep. But we're going to try to keep Tatyova alive whatever way we can, which means we block the Ranging Raptors to get land out, which isn't bad. Marwyn. Alright, drawing through their deck. 21. Please land for River's Rebuke. River's Rebuke is so beautiful here. It probably will just be scoop worthy. Adventurous Impulse. Yep, Forest. Doesn't swing in. Kind of surprising. I would actually try to go more aggressive here, personally. Discards. Oh my goodness. No lands. Well, we can... Thought Collapse doesn't save us. Are we actually dead on board, though? Not right now. Thought Collapse could be good if they're playing a lot of creatures. All right, we need to find land. All right, so... yeah, just X3. Not a land. Oh my goodness. No attacks. Pass the turn. Man, land and we win. That's the name of this game right now. Play a land, we win. We'll probably have to trade off this Tatyova now to stay alive. Rose and Marwyn. Down to 16 cards. Enter the Unknown. More lands. Pays for it. Yep. It's fine. Cannot block with Wayward Swordtooth yet. Draws a lot. Draws again. Oh, no, that's when it's cast. Gets a counter. Thorn Lieutenant. Okay. They can get these clan callers, more clan callers still as well. Opponent's just going crazy here. Mirror March. Oh, this is the Mirror March version. Oh, it's so fun. All right, please. So actually the best thing to do is probably look for clan caller with Marwyn and see if you can just go in for tons right now. Plays more creatures. Down to 6 cards in the deck. We're going to block with everything we've got. Hope for this River's Rebuke. Whew, they got a lot. Oh, that's bad. I don't think we're dead right now, though. Like, from everything I'm seeing, we can still survive this. Marwyn can change that if they get some really good hits with this Mirror March. All right, goes to combat. All right. Are they going to wait another turn? All right, swings in. They can still grab Elvish Clan Callers afterwards. Okay, now they can't. All right, so we will block. We will block. We are taking 8, 10. You can keep Tatyova this way. I mean, yeah, it's just 10 damage, right? We can take 10. Down to 9. Keep Tatyova. Oh, please give me a land. We have so many lands in this deck. Adventurous Impulse, still drawing cards, finds another land. I mean, I think if they had gone Clan Caller and actually swung in with their extra guys there. All right. Please give me land. Please, please, please. Oh, it's so beautiful if we find land here. We get to draw. We get to bounce everything back. I mean, they could not mill themselves out because of the Beast Whisperer. Okay, here we go. So, draw a card. There we go. Awesome. We can actually play another one. So let's go ahead and do that. Draw a card. River's Rebuke you. Step everything back. Let's go ahead and gain more life. Draw another card. Grab an island. With a Mirror March, they can be hasty enough to swing in. We're gonna win by milling, so no attacks. Need to keep it back just in case. We cannot block with anything else. All right, Mirror March first. That's kind of the way they win, is they just have really big Mirror March hits. We can, all right, Llanowar Elves. Well, they've got a few there. They have Clan Callers. They can go double Clan Caller and just see if they get enough stuff out. All right, so Thought Collapse wins us the game now if we just counter anything. If they, like, because I don't think they can get enough here. Yep. Holy crap, that's a lot of Llanowar Elves. I never get this lucky with Mirror March. That is insane. Completely insane. They have so much mana now that they can play another Marwyn. Kind of interesting. They keep the new one. I mean, I guess it didn't have haste, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Thought Collapse wins for us against anything here. Psychic Corrosion also wins. Oh my goodness. How do you get this lucky? I never get this lucky. Like, why are they playing these guys, though? That's the question. Clan Callers... I mean, Marwyn's good if you get the token. Alright, didn't get it there. This is scary. All right, they're gonna get another 4 Llanowars. Okay, they didn't this time. They have 2 mana left. A lot of guys getting exiled. This is so many tokens for Mirror March. I never get that lucky. I mean, I would just go Clan Caller. Make your guys big. You could hit a huge one. I mean, they don't have any hasty guys now. Oh my, what in the world? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, come on. I hate this game. What? Like, we absolutely had him on the next turn. I mean, I guess not quite. They still had 4 cards. We would have to find a way to actually mill them down so they wouldn't start it. Ugh. Sometimes that happens. All right, up against Araya. Bring it on, Araya. And we are playing Growth Spirals. We like this hand. This hand is great. We go grab an island. Growth Spiral is great. Thought Collapse for the next few turns to make sure we don't die. Hopefully find enough lands for Hydrocrisis to be good. Psychic Corrosion. Tatyova would be good. And yeah, let's try this out. This is a good hand. And we're on the draw, which we actually kind of like with this, unless we're up against mono red. All right, not mono red. Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. All right, we're gonna crack it now, just to make sure I don't miss it. Again, I prefer not to miss my land drops with this deck. All right, Hinterland Harbor. Pass the turn. I feel like this deck could use some just 2 mana counters. So in the sideboard, if you're building this deck, I would put in negates and stuff like that with this. I think it is useful. All right. Oh, that's bad. Play Force. I mean, we can create a 2/2 Hydrocrisis as a blocker. Actually, we can just play Sphinx of Foresight. We can just do that. They have removal. It's annoying, which this deck has a lot of removal. Swings in, we will absolutely block. Moment of Craving, trades off. Hey, we get rid of the Thief of Sanity. That's what we wanted. I'm actually totally fine with that trade. An extra card out of their hand. Thought Erasure. Probably taking a Hydrocrisis. Okay, Thought Collapse. Another Sphinx of Foresight. They know that we have a counter in hand. They probably make us discard if we don't do that to find another one. Sphinx of Foresight's pretty good. They know that we have the Crasises and Crucible Worlds. They can play around Thought Collapse. This deck runs counters. I'm just going to go ahead and get down Sphinx while we can. I think that our overall value is probably a little bit better with Sphinx of Foresight here. I mean, if they have Teferi, then we're going to be crying a little bit. All right, Chemister's Insight. Yeah, that's something we didn't necessarily want to be stopping. All right, land is good. We'll keep land. Swing in for 4. Now we hold up Thought Collapse. We can do that. Pass the turn. These Crasises aren't quite big enough to really be worthwhile yet. Search for his Kanta. That's a good thing to mill, especially if we're... All right, we're going to go ahead and go for it. Go for the bait. They might have a counter here, which we're fine with the counter. Okay, there's the Absorb. That's fine. We basically got him an Absorb out of their deck. Trade off with the Search for his Kanta, which is really good for them. But they're also tapped down now, and we can get down to Hydrocrisis. Crucible Worlds actually gets us the Evolving Wild, so we might go for that here. River's Rebuke's not bad. Alright, we're gonna keep that on top. Alright, Crucible of Worlds. Play Evolving Wilds. Swing in for 4. And pass the turn. Yeah, I mean, the search is bad. They don't flip it this turn. They keep it on top, whatever it was. I wish that that would actually show like text, like it kept on top, because I sometimes miss that kind of stuff. All right, River's Rebuke. We know that they have absorbs in this deck.
Sorry I'm late.
All right, Island.
Hold that thought.
Do we go for the River's Rebuke here is the question. All right, we're going to go for hitting him with Sphinx of Foresight. Scry. Psychic Corrosion on top. A swing in. Down to 1.
That was uncalled for.
That's not bad. Let's go Psychic Corrosion here. I'm thinking it gets countered. We can hold off on the River's Rebuke a turn. Bummer. Alright, play Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. Yep. If they mill it, they get a flip, I believe. 7 or more. Keeps it. Does not flip Search for Escanta. That's actually good, because that means River's Rebuke has a better chance of hitting that as well, at least to buy us a turn. Which I'm not sure is necessarily worthwhile. Oh wait, beginning of the end step. Evolving Wilds, yes. Probably has more counters here. We're gonna swing in with Sphinx first. Try to kill the Teferi. Okay, grab a forest. Alright, what are we wanting here? Land, no. Another's River's Rebuke isn't bad. Let's go to combat first. Okay, kill Teferi. Alright, Chromium. Alright, so the kill here, we might just get down another Crisis. How big is our Crisis here? Let's play Evolving Wilds real quick. We have 1, 4, 5. It's a lot of card draw. We get card draw down now. This flips on the next turn. So the question is, how much does River's Rebuke actually slow them down here? I don't think it's enough. It kind of resets Teferi. So let's actually just do this for 5. We find a land. We have Multani, which isn't bad. It's a blocker for Chromium, at least. I'm just going to sack this now, just to get it out. Okay, go out, grab the forest. I feel like we just didn't find the right stuff for this deck.
Keep up the pace.
I mean, they countered the things that were the right stuff. That's the issue. Thought Erasure. We have a lot of good stuff here. Hydrocrisis, double River's Rebuke. Takes the Hydroid. And man, I don't know what we do here. I'm not sure if there's actually a way out of this. I'm gonna play it out for a little bit longer. They probably have to go digging for counters. Looks like they have it. I'm just gonna play the island. Try the River's Rebuke here. see if it works. They didn't transform. Actually, no, I guess they can transform in the beginning of the next turn. So it actually resolves. Wow, that's surprising. So they can flash in Chromium again. So we're not going to swing in. They didn't flash in. That's very interesting. They might be thinking that we have a counter here. Multani will be good. Search for his Kanta. We basically showed that we didn't have a counter, so let's see if they bring down Teferi. Mortify, okay. Another Hydrocrisis. Ooh, Multani would be good, but not as good as that. Alright, play Evolving Wilds. X7. I mean, if they have a counter, this is bad, but we're going to try to go for as much card draw as we can here. Oh, we do draw the cards anyway. Pass the turn. Now we can actually get down to Yova before we crack that resolve. We actually might have a chance here. If we don't draw ourselves out before they do. Getting down to Psychic Corrosion is going to be key to actually winning this game. And making sure Teferi doesn't go off here. Multanis will be good if we can make that happen. Alright, resolves Zakaya's Wrath. Doesn't have mana for Teferi at the moment. Search for his Kanta, okay. They know we have another River's Rebuke here as well, so pass to my turn. Okay, Tatyova first. Reliquary Tower, draw a card, gain a life. Let's crack Evolving Wilds now. Grab an island. Draw a card, gain a life. Okay, we have Thought Collapse now. This is our last counter, so we need to use it well. Chromium cannot be countered, right? Can't be countered, so we want to try to hit this Teferi any way possible. They already have one flipped. And, all right, they only have 4 mana available. Kaya is okay. We can River's Rebuke that. Okay. We need to hold Thought Collapse for other stuff. And we could mill some good things as well, but what we do here is they're going to... I mean, they don't get a ton of value out of getting rid of our stuff. They gain some life, which could come into play. Let's go for... Let's see, how much mana do we have? Let's River's Rebuke. We're showing that we have another one. Well, now we don't have the Thought Collapse. Now we do. We're looking for Psychic Corrosion. That would be good. Play Breeding Pool tapped. Draw another card. There's a Psychic Corrosion. They've kind of been showing that they don't have a counter. We need to start milling them before long, though, because we're going to draw ourselves out before they draw. All right, so pass the turn. Next turn, so we try to Thought Collapse. We get rid of a counter. We can River's Rebuke Psychic Corrosion and draw some cards, and that should be in pretty good shape. So we tried to Thought Collapse. It resolves. They might have found another one. We mill them for a little bit. 31. Didn't really get any good hits there. They can get down Kaya again, which... Okay, search for his Kanta. Alright, well, let's... Psychic Corrosion. Multani. Play Breeding Pool tapped. Roll the Multani. Exclusion Mage can be pretty good. Kaya's Wrath is an issue, so I don't want to overplay here. We have the Sinks of Force fight for another turn. I mean, having it down could give us a pretty big play here as well, but we're just going to hold up acting like we have counters. They haven't seen anything besides a Thought Collapse, so they might think that we don't have anything else, which we don't. All right, Contempt's there. It's a strong answer for it. They have enough for it to ferry. Passes the turn. Not enough for a Chromium. All right, Wayward Swordtooth is not a bad draw here as well. We have another Multani. Does it now? That's very interesting. Kaya's Wrath, right? So we know that they've got that. It's actually annoying. They can kind of hold that over us for a while now. So go swinging. We need to draw cards eventually. Down to 24 here. All right, let's play this Sphinx of Foresight. I feel like they have to answer that to an extent as well. We know they have it, so we can't show enough for like lethal or anything. Pass the turn. They're not going to want to be drawing too many cards here either. They're milling themselves down to 23. They have to find an answer for our deck before we mill them, which we're getting through 3 cards per turn. So 7 turns. Chromium can race that, so we have to find answers for Chromium. How many counters have we gotten out here? Sure, they have more, but they could be in the deck here as well. All right, Growth Spiral's not bad. Growth Spiral's good enough that they might need to stop it here. So try for Tetyova. I'm guessing they counter this. They do not. All right, well, they got rid of our Evolving Wilds, didn't they? Growth Spiral. Looking for land, actually. We have a lot of our lands out of the deck. I think we only have 1 more basic land. Actually, we have 5 and 5, so we do not have any more. Mill them again. That's what we were going for there. Opponent scoops it up. Whoo! I actually didn't expect that. I think they realized that they just didn't have... They apparently didn't have the answers they needed in their hand. We might have just milled over their last good answer. So there we go. Beat control, which always feels good. All right, up against High King Hrothgar. Bring it on, Hrothgar. What is that from? Is that from... I recognize that. I don't know where it's from right now, though. All right, we're going to keep this. This is not bad at all. Turn 3 Crucible if we want it. I don't think we're going to. We're going to hold up Thought Collapse. Play Breeding Pool, pass the turn. We could also get down Psychic Corrosion, which is better than getting down Thought Collapse right away. Depends on what we're playing against. If we need to hold up a counter. All right. Hinterland Harbor. We're going to pass the turn. So we can Growth Spiral into Evolving Wilds, which is pretty good. Then Crucible Worlds gets even better. We basically now have the combo for all of our lands to be found, or to hit a land every turn, basically. Okay, Spewer. All right, we're just gonna do it now, so I don't miss it. I hate missing the land drop here. So Evolving Wilds, crack Evolving Wilds, yes. We have a lot of island stuff in the hand, so Forest. We have a lot of lands. A lot of lands. We actually want to get lands out of our deck, I think, at this point. So, I mean, at the same time, just holding up this Thought Collapse can be pretty good if it's a Judith or if it's anything else. So, let's just play Island and pass the turn. Should have played Brooding Pool there. That's fine. I mean, we're sitting pretty as far as our ramp goes and everything. We're doing pretty good. Possibly like a skewer the critics here or something. Milling out burn is so good. Drill bit, we will counter that. Don't look at our land, yo. Mills lands. Well, hopefully they don't have a land drop here. Light up the stage looking for more lands and they find it. That's annoying. They have it. Play the Footlight Fiend. Yep. Alright, well, with drill bits in the works here. Alright, let's Wayward Swordtooth. Play the island. Play Breeding Pool. Untap Crucible of Worlds. Ah, man, if they have a drill bit, then we lose this Hydrocrisis. I'm trying to get up to permanence, City's Blessing, as quick as we can. Probably didn't need to pay the 2 life there. Another drill bit is annoying. But this Hydrocrisis is so good for us. Okay, risk factor. I think we just let them draw cards. Slowing down their deck is what we want to do. I mean, giving them more cards is bad for that. We cannot block. Down to 16. If they have land, skewer the critics, that's okay. It doesn't really bother us. Drill bit is the most annoying thing. Discards the Trumpeter. Escape Shift is fun. Well, that's fun for eventually. All right. Crisis X4. We can play 2 lands. Well, Evolving Wilds, crack it. Grab a Forest. Play Evolving Wilds. And pass the turn. Now Wayward Swordtooth can block. Actually, we probably should swing in. My bad. We definitely should have swung in there. Alright, we're just going to crack this now. Grab an island. Swings in. Well, we will block and block. I don't think they realize that Wayward Swordtooth could block now. We do have the City's Blessing. Alright, trying to get Skewer the Critics online here. What do you kill? Ping us. Alright, Shock. That's fine. Skewer the Critics. That's fine. Thought Collapse is good. Alright, so Wayward Swordtooth. Let's Rose Spiral. Play Breeding Pool, tapped. Play Evolving Wilds. Let's go ahead and grab the Forest now. We're trying to just get these out of our hand now. Grab the Forest. Play the Evolving Wilds past the turn. We might hold on to it just in case we find a Tatyova. Tatyova is really good in this deck. The nice thing about Evolving Wilds is we can crack it, not find anything, and just keep playing it with Tatyova as well. So that's not bad. We probably will take the burn from Risk Factor now, yeah. So Resolve. Actually, I probably should have countered it. We're going to take action this time. That's fine. I should have countered the Risk Factor. Okay, past to my turn. We're not going to crack it this time. Another Wayward Swordtooth. So next, swing in for it with a 5/5. I mean, we can grab every basic land out of our deck. We only have so many lands left. Is that worth it? And we can do the same thing with Escape Shift here as well. I mean, we are a deck that's trying to mill them by getting lands, but we can also just find Hydrocrisis and do it X a million. All right, Island. Forest. Pass the turn. All right. Yeah, we have a lot of lands. We have the Thought Collapse for anything dangerous here. All right, Resolve. Trying to get something here. Drill Bit, possibly. Blade Juggler. Milled some good stuff. Right, opponent scoops up. Well, not too shabby at all. I had a couple misplays there, but not bad at all. Deck handles aggro okay, I guess. That was a kind of slow start for the aggro deck, but not bad. All right, so there you guys have it with Simic Land Mill, and the deck performed really well. I absolutely love this deck. We had one pretty disappointing loss there, but pulled it out against Control, which I was actually surprised with. We got to play against an aggro deck at the end there, so I thought that was a good matchup to show off. I was going to stop, but I decided to go ahead and play one more to play against a different type of deck, and we found it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Check out Devon's deck down in the description below. Also, check out Fusion Gaming. I did an article for Mana Base if you want to check that out there as well. The cool thing about their prices is on Fusion Gaming, if you're looking for this deck in paper, check out their prices. It's a little bit more expensive in paper money, unless you actually convert it across from Canadian dollars to US dollars. A lot of times it's a lot cheaper. So fun fact there, really, really cool. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye.